Your life as a samurai. Birth, the sword before the cradle. You're born in 1547 in a small village outside Kyoto. Your father is a low-ranking samurai who serves a minor daimyo. Your mother screams for 14 hours before you arrive. The midwife slaps you. You cry. Your father looks disappointed. Not because you're weak, because you're another mouth to feed during the Sengoku period, the age of warring states, where warlords fight over territory like kids fighting over toys. Except the toys are provinces, and the punishment for losing is death. Your father names you after his dead brother, the one who died in battle at 19. Great. No pressure. You spend your first 5 years thinking life is normal, playing in the dirt, chasing chickens, eating rice. Then your father sits you down and explains your future. You're samurai. You'll train. You'll serve. You'll fight. You'll probably die young, but you'll die with honor. You're 5 years old, and your retirement plan is honorable death. Welcome to feudal Japan. Age 7. Welcome to hell. Your childhood ends at 7, not gradually, instantly. One day you're playing with sticks. The next day you're at the dojo learning that those sticks are actually weapons, and if you hold them wrong, you dishonor your entire bloodline. Your sensei is 60 years old, missing 3 fingers. Scar across his face. He's killed 40 men. You're 7, and you can't even kill a mosquito without feeling bad. This is going to be a problem. First lesson. Sitting. That's right. You travel to a training hall to learn how to sit. Seiza position. Knees on the floor, back straight, hands on thighs. For hours. Your legs go numb after 10 minutes. Your sensei says pain is temporary, honor is forever. Your legs disagree. Second lesson, breathing. Apparently, you've been doing it wrong your whole life. There's a correct way to breathe. A samurai way, deep, controlled, from the belly. You're 7 and you're getting performance reviews on basic biological functions. Third lesson, the bokken, a wooden practice sword. Feels like it weighs 50 pounds. Your sensei makes it look like a feather. You make it look like you're trying to fight with a tree branch, which, technically, you are. You practice basic strikes, overhead, diagonal, horizontal, 1,000 times, then 1,000 more. Your arms feel like they're going to fall off. Your sensei says, again. You do it again. This is your life now. Wake up at dawn. Practice until your hands bleed. Eat rice. Practice until you can't lift your arms. Sleep. Repeat. Every day. For years. Age 13. The real sword. You're 13 when they give you your first real katana. Everyone acts like it's this sacred moment. Your sensei performs a ceremony. Incense. Prayers. Ritual. Then, he hands you a blade that can cut through bone. The sword has a name. Moonlight's Edge. It belonged to your grandfather, and his grandfather, and his grandfather. 4 generations of samurai have killed people with this sword. Now it's yours. Try not to drop it. First thing you do, cut yourself. Not in battle, not in training. Just cleaning the blade, because nobody told you that the edge is so sharp it can slice through skin like paper. Your sensei calls it a blood bond with your weapon. You call it, probably should have warned me about that. You learn maintenance, or oil the blade. Check for rust, store it properly. Your sword is more high maintenance than a girlfriend you don't have because you're too busy training to die. Then comes mounted archery. Yabusame. Because apparently being good with a sword isn't enough. You need to shoot arrows from a galloping horse, while wearing armor, at moving targets. The horse thinks this is hilarious. You're trying to knock an arrow. The horse decides now is a great time to jump over nothing. You fall off. Your sensei shakes his head. The horse looks smug. You're pretty sure animals can sense fear, and this horse knows you're terrified. After 6 months, you finally hit a target. It's not the target you were aiming at, but it's a target. Progress. Age 16. Genpuku, the ceremony that changes everything. You're 16 when you go through genpuku, the coming-of-age ceremony. You get a new name, a new hairstyle, new responsibilities, and a formal introduction to the concept of seppuku. Your sensei explains it very matter-of-factly. If you dishonor yourself, if you fail your lord, if you're captured and tortured, you take this knife, you cut your belly open, left to right, then up. Then someone cuts off your head. It's called taking responsibility. You're 16, and you just learned your culture's version of taking responsibility involves ritual disembowelment. And everyone's acting like this is totally normal. They give you the knife, a tanto. It's beautiful. Ornate handle, perfect blade, designed specifically for killing yourself. You put it in your belt next to your sword. Now you're carrying around your own murder-suicide kit. Great. Your new name is Takeshi. It means fierce warrior. In reality, you threw up the first time you saw a dead body. But sure, fierce warrior. Let's go with that. Age 18. First battle. Your first battle is nothing like training. Training is organized, controlled, safe. Battle is chaos, screaming, blood, mud, men dying, horses screaming, arrows flying, pure terror dressed up as glory. Your lord is fighting a rival clan over a rice field, not a province, not a strategic fortress, a rice field. You're about to kill or be killed over agricultural property. The enemy charges, you charge back. Your sensei's voice is in your head. Keep your stance. Control your breathing. Honor your ancestors. Your actual thoughts are, don't die, don't die, don't die. You clash with another samurai. He's older, more experienced, better trained. You should lose this fight. But he slips in the mud. You don't. Your sword goes through his throat. He falls. You killed a man. You're 18 years old, and you just killed another human being. You throw up in your helmet. Your lord's side wins. You're a hero. They celebrate, drink sake, sing songs about honor and victory. You can't stop seeing that man's face, the way his eyes went wide, the sound he made. Your father pats you on the back. You did well. You're a true samurai now. You don't feel like a true samurai. You feel like a kid who got lucky, and someone else died because of it. This is what honor looks like. Age 22. Marriage, the strategic alliance. Your father arranges your marriage. You don't meet your wife until the wedding day. Her name is Yuki. She's the daughter of a higher-ranking samurai from an allied clan. This marriage is a political alliance, and your feelings are irrelevant. The good news, she's smart, educated, skilled with a naginata. The bad news, she's skilled with a naginata, and she's not impressed with you. Your first conversation, you. I'm honored to meet you. Her. I've heard you vomited after your first kill. You. That was supposed to be confidential. Her. Nothing is confidential in a samurai clan. Can you even beat me in a fight? You. Probably not. Her. At least you're honest. Somehow this works. You actually like each other, which is rare. Most samurai marriages are cold, transactional. But Yuki is funny, sharp. She quotes war strategy at dinner parties. She's better at politics than you are. She makes you better. A year later, you have a son. You hold him and think about all the things you want to teach him. And then you remember you're teaching him how to die with honor, how to use a sword, how to serve a lord who might order him into a pointless battle over a rice field. You love him, and you hate what his life will be. Age 28, the promotion. You didn't want your daimyo promotes you. You're now in charge of 30 men. You're responsible for their training, their discipline, their lives. If they fail, you fail. If they die, you explain to their families why. You're 28, and you're making life or death decisions. Your first command? Assault on a castle. Your men look at you like you have a plan. You have a plan. The plan is, try not to get everyone killed. You study the castle. 3 walls. 2 gates, archers on every tower. This is going to be a bloodbath. You tell your men the truth. Some of us won't come home, but we serve our Lord. We do our duty. We die if we must. Inspiring. Not really. Honest. Absolutely. The attack happens. It's worse than you imagined. Boiling oil, arrows, rocks drop from walls. You lose 12 men, 12 families you'll have to visit, 12 mothers who'll ask why their sons died for a castle that surrenders 2 days later anyway. You visit every family, bow, apologize, offer compensation. One mother spits at you. You killed my son for nothing. She's right, you did, and you'll do it again. Because that's the job. You go home. Yuki sees your face. She doesn't ask what happened. She just holds you. You don't cry. Samurai don't cry. Except you do. Just once, in the dark, where no one can see. Age 35. The castle. Politics. You're not just a warrior anymore. You're a politician. You attend councils, advise your lord, navigate clan politics. It's worse than combat. In combat, you know who's trying to kill you. In the council chamber, everyone's smiling while plotting your downfall. Your lord is considering an alliance with a rival clan. Half the council says yes, half says no. Your vote decides it. Both sides offer you bribes, land, money, prestige. You choose based on what you think is right. You choose wrong. The alliance fails. A vassal clan betrays you. Your lord loses territory. It's your fault. The council demands consequences. Your lord looks at you. Takeshi, you recommended this alliance. You must take responsibility. You know what that means. Your hand goes to your tanto, the seppuku knife. This is it. You're 35 years old. You have a wife, a son, and you're about to cut your belly open because you gave bad political advice. Your lord stops you. Not that kind of responsibility. I need you alive, but you're demoted. Back to the barracks. Rebuild your honor through service. You're relieved. And ashamed that you're relieved. A true samurai would welcome death. You just welcome the chance to keep living. Your honor is stained. You'll spend years trying to wash it clean. Age 42. The wisdom you don't feel. You're 42 now. Your hair is going grey. Your joints hurt. The young samurai look at you like you're ancient. You've survived 20 years of war. Most samurai your age are dead. Your son is 20 now. A warrior. He asks you for advice before his first major battle. You want to tell him the truth. That war is horror. That honor is a lie we tell ourselves to justify the killing. That you've lost more friends than you can count. And for what? Rice fields. Political alliances. A lord's pride. But you don't say that. You say what your father said to you. Serve with honor. Fight with courage. Die without fear. The same script passed down through generations of men who knew it was bullshit, but said it anyway. He bows. Thanks you. Goes to war. You watch him leave, and you pray. You don't believe in the gods anymore, but you pray anyway. Because what else can you do? He comes back, wounded but alive. He killed 3 men. He's celebrated, called a hero. You see yourself in him. That same hollow look behind the smile. That same question. What the hell are we doing? You don't answer, because you still don't know. Age 50, the end of an era. You're 50 when everything changes. Oda Nobunaga is unifying Japan. The Warring States period is ending. Your lord swears allegiance to the Oda clan. Just like that, as decades of war. Stop. Peace. Actual peace. No battles. No raids. No desperate castle assaults. You spent your entire life training for war. Now what? You're assigned to train new recruits. You teach them everything you know. Sword technique, battle strategy, honor code. But you also tell them what your sensei never told you. The sword is the last resort, not the first. A samurai who never draws his blade can be greater than one who draws it every day. The young samurai look confused. One asks, "But isn't our purpose to fight?" You say, our purpose is to be ready to fight, so we never have to. It's a better answer than you got. Age 58, the garden. You retire at 58. Your lord grants you a small plot of land, a house, a garden. You spend your days growing vegetables, practicing calligraphy, meditating, all the things you never had time for during the wars. Yuki is still with you. Your son has his own family now, 2 grandchildren who run around your garden. They ask you to teach them the sword. You do. But you also teach them tea ceremony, poetry, music, all the things that make life worth living. One grandson asks, "Grandfather, are you a great samurai?" You think about all the men you killed, the battles you won, the honor you supposedly earned. You say, "I'm a man who survived. That's all." It's the most honest thing you've ever said. Age 65, the final lesson. You die at 65, not in battle, not in some glorious last stand. You die in your garden, heart attack, quick, painless. Your family surrounds you. Your last words aren't about honor or duty or the way of the sword. Your last words are, "I love you. Take care of each other." Your funeral is small. Your lord sends a representative. Your former students attend. Your son gives the eulogy. He talks about your bravery, your honor, your service, all the things a samurai's life is supposed to be about. But your grandson remembers something else. He remembers you teaching him to grow tomatoes, to write poetry, to laugh. He remembers you said the greatest victory isn't defeating your enemy. It's making sure your grandchildren never have to. That's your legacy, not the men you killed, not the battles you won, the life you protected, the peace you built, the children who'll never have to hold a sword unless they choose to. This is what it's like to be a samurai. The glory, the horror, the honor, the shame, the impossible expectations, the small moments of beauty in between the violence. You were born into a world of steel and blood. You died in a garden. That's not failure. That's survival. That's wisdom. That's the real way of the warrior. Not the sword, but knowing when to put it down,